everybody. Okay, day 4 of the mind. Seeing through the mind, right? Now, there's going to be some overlap in these videos because I know we've already talked about some of this stuff, but I want you to see it all in the context that it belongs in. So we've talked about, thoughts to take action on. And we've talked about thoughts that come up to be witnessed and healed. And through that, we've kind of covered some of the thoughts that are to be seen through, right? That are distractors. But I want to really go into how to recognize those thoughts. Because they can be very similar to the other types of thoughts. There's kind of trickster energy, which is an archetype, which we will also get into in one of our archetype videos. Yay! So you guys didn't know that Coffee with Dawni was going to be like little trainings, little mini classes. Coffeegasm. Why is there are certain sips of coffee, like especially that first sip in the morning, that just fills you with bliss? Or is that just me? Yeah, it's probably just me. All right, so distractor thoughts to be seen through. This one is really hard to speak to because they don't want to be captured. They really, really don't. These are the thoughts that just want you to think that they're true, or they want you to think that they're to take action on. But these are the thoughts that, if you ask the question, what is a productive or healthy action I can take on this? There isn't one. Right? The thought, I'm a complete piece of shit. Okay, and what do you want me to do about that? Right? It's so vague. These are thoughts that are usually very vague, that there's no way to measure them, that there's no way to fulfill on them, that there's no healthy action to take. All right? These are the thoughts that, here's one. These are the thoughts that somebody else has to change for you to be okay. For you to be empowered. Man, if my husband would just blah, 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 then everything would be fine. Really? Distractor thought. Illusion. These are illusions. These are not there for your highest good. You guys, we have thoughts that don't have our best interest at heart. Thoughts that are trying to keep us safe. So maybe in some small way that our ego does have our best interest at heart, it thinks. But thoughts like, ooh, you better not go, like totally fear-based, right? Like, you better not go to that thing tonight. There's probably going to be somebody there who judges you. So it's like trying to stop you from being in your power. Okay, so do you see what we've got so far? Thoughts that there's no healthy, productive action you can take on them. Thoughts that somebody else has to change for you to be okay or for you to be powerful, right? Thoughts that are not measurable. And here's a big one. There's no way to win. Thoughts that are a lose-lose. So that no matter what you would do about it, there's really no way to win that game. And we talked a little bit about this in a previous video where, if I was only more beautiful, then I would be lovable. How is that a game that you ever win? So if there's no way to win the game, sorry, my hair's bugging me today. Then this is a distractor thought. Now, how to tell the difference between a distractor thought and a thought that's coming up to be witnessed and healed is the energy behind them. You guys, this is a nuanced thing, and I completely trust in your ability to intuit this. But if the thought feels like a wounded or hurt child or teenager, then that is a thought coming up to be witnessed and healed. If it feels like a trickster, if it is, that bitch Felicia that I got going on that's always setting me up to fail, that is a different energy and you can feel it. It's the difference between a wounded child, also an archetype we're going to get into in the future, and, and a trickster, a criticizer, someone telling you what an awful person you are. So now this kind of all starts to come together, because then what do you do? So what do you do when you are pretty sure it's a distractor thought, right? How do we let go of the distractor thoughts? And this goes into the other videos. Okay, you ask the questions. Is there a healthy action, productive action I can take? Because sometimes there is. It's a half illusion and a half something you actually need to do, right? So that would look like, hey, you total piece of shit, why don't you get some, you're a horrible person. You haven't even gotten pictures up on your website yet. So then, is there a healthy action I can take? Yes, I can put pictures on my website. So you do that piece of it and you give evidence to that thought that, see, I did the thing. The rest of it is bull. Okay, so that's one option. My favorite option here is actually just to say something in my own head, something along the lines of, and again, I will say it out loud if I'm alone. That's an interesting point of view, or thank you for sharing. And then I go on with my day. Kind of like, yeah, I don't have time for this. This isn't something to take action on. This isn't something that needs to be healed. This is just that voice in my head that's maybe in a weird way trying to keep me safe. Thanks for sharing. Interesting point of view. And I go back to wherever I was in the first place. Because my experience with these type of thoughts is that they often come up when you are about to take action. Have you noticed this? So you're about to call your grandma back. Okay, you're like, oh, I've been procrastinating calling back my grandma. I'm going to do that. Instantly, these distractor thoughts come to the surface. Really? She doesn't want to hear from you anyway. It's awkward now because she called you 2 weeks ago and you haven't returned her call. What is wrong with you? You're such a horrible granddaughter. Okay, those are distractor thoughts trying to stop me from taking an action that I need to take. So then I just kind of, where was I? Oh yeah, I was about to call grandma. I don't have any more grandmas here on earth. I have to pray to call my grandma. So if you have a grandma, call her. Mini Dawni tangent. Okay, because I would love to be able to call my grandma right now. So you just take, where was I? Oh yeah, I was about to call my grandma. And then you call your grandma. Right? These distractor thoughts, bless their little hearts, do not get to stop us from showing up. They don't get to stop us from going to that gathering that could make a huge difference, where we could meet some awesome people, just because some distractor thought is coming in to tell us that we'll be judged and criticized. We get to be powerful in the world without anybody else changing, no matter what thoughts are coming up, because I feel like one of the biggest mistakes that we make is we try to resist them. We try to not have them in the first place. You guys, that's not possible. They may go away on their own, bit by bit, but in the meantime, there they are. Can we not just bless them on their way and take the healthy action anyway? Or can we not take the seed in there that is something that's measurable that we can take action on and do that and let the rest of it be? If we let our minds control everything we do with the very first thought we have, oh my gosh, you guys, we're not going to get anywhere in this world. We're going to run in circles. It's the hamster on the wheel, which I guess is this way, hamster on the wheel. No, we get to bring whatever percentage of free will that we have access to and really filter for what is the healthiest, most loving, most productive, most honoring thing to do here. And we get to do it anyway. There are things I have taken action on in the middle of my mind going crazy. All right? My mind is just a whirl of, you look fat today. You shouldn't be wearing that shirt. Why are you doing this? And I'm doing it anyway. Because I have free will. And so do you. These thoughts don't have to be hated. They don't have to be shunned. They can be blessed on their way, and we can do the empowered, healthy thing anyway. right? Right? I mean, I was going to say we're grown-ups, but some of y'all have your kids watching, which I love, as long as your kids are okay with hearing the word shit. Don't even pretend they haven't heard it come right out of your mouth. It's not just Aunt Dawni saying it. Okay. But even our children, do we not have some say? We have a lot of say. And the more that we implement that, the more we get, the more free will we get, the more we use it, the more we have it. Okay? I love this. I love getting all meta with our minds. This isn't to overpower our minds. This is to remind ourselves about how much say we have in our own lives, and especially in our own actions. I love this stuff, you guys. This is the stuff I live for, and I adore having you on this journey with me. May your coffee be strong, and your free will be strong, and your life be blessed. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. It really helps out my channel. And if you would be interested in working with me further, you can check out DawniAngel.com. I would love to come speak to your group, come to your business to do a training, be on your podcast, my personal favorite, or even work with you one-on-one.